And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook able to escape. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones, operating from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 16. Jones is going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On play action, Cousins. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw again, Jones. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo! 54. Mike 54. Shoot.
Now Jones. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He's coming, double up. Check that.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
30 base. 61, matchbox, light.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Speed trip.
On 2nd and 7, Jones Finds his tight end Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set a tone.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Wide. Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. James has got it. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To Richie James. A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. First down. Here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Mike spoke. I'm coming.
From the 36, Jones is complete to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Henry, check back 54. Light on the ball.
Boy, the first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
And got his man complete. Giants. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Yes.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On first down, Jones.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Hey, seam 6. Ready?
Jones now. Going to throw again. Caught by Nelson. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 49 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, the quick slant caught. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
They're on 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Cook running right. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Cousins the thrower. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a run with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now Jones on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Get the spot.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. He was 6'6", bullet high.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme, it's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a pen right in my name.
He keeps playing like this and be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
Cousins now, and this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Bravo. Check, 59. Double. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Mike's 59. Mike's 58. Wahoo.
Cousins now to throw on first down, escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 48, Vikings 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Cousins, setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Cousins. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 15 line. Check the ball. Strip that ball. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
Hey, high 7. 61. Matchbox lights.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Jones on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Cook, and they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Nelson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, orbit.
Jones now throwing on first down. Flushed out right. It's caught. Lockett. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Mike.
Jahan, 180.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Black.
Mike's 59. Mike's
One last shot now for Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.